Our next card is belonging. Amanda and Taylor are in this card. Amanda is an amazing performer and hoop teacher at Oasis Hoop Retreat. Her Instagram handle is Miss Hoop-de-Doo. And then Taylor is also a hoop teacher and also now a fire spin teacher. I saw she's doing a retreat on fire spinning. That's Taylor Flows. And I captured this, we were about to go kayaking in Costa Rica during the Oasis Hoop Retreat, and I captured the two of them. They were very tight. They were very beautiful sisters, you know, an example of beautiful sisterhood, like just friends being really kind to each other. And they were having this moment, and I asked, can I get a photo of this? And they said yes. And what's interesting about this belonging card, and the subtext is, you are held, you are loved and held. You know, when I arrived at the hoop retreat, it was my first time being in person with other hoopers. I had been hooping for 3 years in my living room with Deanne Love's videos. And so I landed like in Costa Rica at this hoop retreat with all these people. And I really, in hindsight, and I saw it at the moment too, was running this energy of I don't belong. That was what was coming up for me. Like, I don't belong, I don't belong, I don't belong. And so I consciously used my hula hoop, used my hoop dance activation practice to hoop in, to bring in belonging. You know, I really, really worked with that. And within about 3 days, I started to feel it. And it was so interesting for me to watch my experience before belonging was infused in my field and after. You know, for the first 3 days, I was a little like timid and not really connecting. There were a few people I was connecting to, but it was, you know, it was a little bit, I had a little bit of a wall up. And then once belonging was more in my field, I started to meet people, I started to connect, I started to talk about the cards, and then a lot of the people on this deck are from that retreat, you know, sent me photos, sent me words. We had little exchanges or longer exchanges to really feel into their words. So once I opened up and infused belonging into my field, it just created this whole community for me, this community around the deck, around the cards, and they really took off from there. So that was my experience with belonging. I think that all of us at times feel like we don't belong, and it's so beautiful to find communities and friends that help us feel like we belong. And yeah, it's a beautiful card. It's ultimately love, right? And I hope that this video in particular helps you feel like you belong.